Well, folks, gather around because tonight we're diving into a story about sneakers, Satan, and a whole lot of controversy. It all started in March 2021 when rapper Lil Nas X, known for pushing boundaries, teamed up with the art collective MSCHF to release a pair of shoes that would set the internet ablaze. They called them the Satan shoes, and boy did they live up to the name. These weren't your average Nikes. MSCHF took Nike Air Max 97s and gave them a demonic makeover. We're talking an inverted pentagram, a drop of real human blood in the sole, and even a reference to a Bible verse about Satan's fall from heaven. The shoes were designed to shock and awe, and they certainly achieved that goal. To top it off, they only made 666 pairs, priced at a devilish $1,018 a pop. Needless to say, these shoes weren't meant to be subtle. They were a deliberate provocation and a commentary on the commercialization of everything, even religion. And provoke they did. The release sparked a firestorm of reactions from outrage to admiration. Social media exploded with opinions, debates, and memes. Some saw it as a bold artistic statement, while others viewed it as a blasphemous act. Nike quickly distanced itself from the project, stating they had no involvement and even filed a lawsuit against MSCHF. The legal battle only added more fuel to the fire, making the Satan shoes even more infamous. In the end, whether you loved them or hated them, the Satan shoes left an indelible mark on the world of fashion and pop culture. They challenged the boundaries of art, commerce, and morality, proving that sometimes a pair of shoes can be much more than just footwear. The moment those Satan shoes dropped online, the internet lost its collective mind. Conservative politicians and religious groups were up in arms, calling for boycotts of Nike and accusing them of promoting Satanism. Social media was flooded with outrage and condemnation. Nike, however, was quick to distance themselves from the fiery footwear. They issued a statement saying they had nothing to do with the creation or sale of the Satan shoes, and that they didn't endorse MSCHF or Lil Nas X's message. They even went as far as to say they were pursuing legal action against MSCHF for trademark infringement. Nike wasn't messing around. They slapped MSCHF with a lawsuit, claiming that the Satan shoes were causing confusion in the marketplace and damaging their brand. They argued that people were associating Nike with Satanism and that this was harming their reputation. MSCHF, never one to back down from a fight, fired back with a defense that was as bold as their shoes. They argued that the Satan shoes were a work of art, a commentary on the culture of hype and consumerism. They claimed that their use of Nike's trademarks was protected under the First Amendment and that they weren't trying to trick people into thinking Nike was behind the shoes. Section 4. A deal with the devil, the settlement, and its aftermath. The legal battle between Nike and MSCHF was shaping up to be a landmark case, with implications for trademark law and artistic expression. The stakes were high and both sides were prepared for a prolonged fight, but before things could get too heated, the two sides reached a settlement. This unexpected turn of events left many wondering what had transpired behind closed doors. MSCHF agreed to recall all the Satan shoes they had sold, offering full refunds to anyone who wanted to return them. This move was seen as a way to mitigate the backlash and avoid further legal complications. Here's the kicker: almost nobody did. Despite the recall, the allure of the controversial sneakers was too strong for most buyers to resist. The controversy had only fueled the shoes' notoriety, turning them into a collector's item. Media coverage and public debates only added to their mystique. People who had managed to snag a pair were holding onto them tight, knowing they were now worth a small fortune on the resale market. The sneakers had transcended their original purpose, becoming a symbol of rebellion and artistic freedom. Section 5. Marketing genius or step too far? So, what are we to make of this whole Satan shoes saga? It's a topic that has sparked intense debate and divided opinions across the board. Was it a stroke of marketing genius or a step too far? The answer might not be as straightforward as it seems. Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? On one hand, the controversy undeniably generated a massive amount of publicity for both Lil Nas X and MSCHF. They got people talking, and in the world of marketing, that's often half the battle. The buzz created was enormous, reaching audiences far and wide. But on the other hand, did they cross a line? The use of religious imagery in such a provocative manner raised many eyebrows. Did they exploit religious imagery for profit? This is a question that has left many people feeling uneasy. And what about the people who were genuinely offended by the shoes? Their feelings and reactions cannot be dismissed lightly. These are questions that don't have easy answers. The controversy has sparked a broader conversation about the ethics of marketing and the boundaries of creative expression. One thing's for sure though, the Satan shoes controversy was a sign of the times, a reflection of our increasingly polarized and outrage-fueled culture. It has made us question where we draw the line between bold marketing and offensive exploitation. As we navigate these complex issues, it's clear that the impact of the Satan shoes will be felt for a long time to come, serving as a case study in the power and pitfalls of modern marketing.